Welcome to another wild camp. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get out too early, so as you can see, I'm losing the light. So the hike is mainly going to be in the dark. Obviously we're head torch, so not so great for filming. However, just to let you know where I am, I've parked the car at Cutthroat Bridge, and I'm going basically to be above the upper Derwent Valley. So I'm going to be going to the right up that way, and I'm going to see as far as I can go. Best views for myself. Is it a good place to wild camp where I decide to go? I'm restricted because obviously I'm going to be setting up in the dark. I wanted to go further, but it is what it is. So we have to accept what we've got. It doesn't mean we can't enjoy ourselves, and hopefully we can get some good footage once I'm set up. Have a chinwag, and in the morning maybe get some drone footage. Right, so I best get on. Well, there's a limit to how far I can go tonight. I'm tired. I got up really early this morning. I mean, it was about 5 o'clock. I just needed to stop. So I haven't gone that far, but in the end, I'm still out. It is what it is. It wasn't that I felt unsafe or anything to go further. I've got plenty of lighting. It's just when you're feeling fatigued and tired, it's been a long day, I want to enjoy it. So I thought, well, I've got to a point where I know the upper Derwent Valley is there and the reservoirs are down there. I just can't see them. But I'm sure I will later in the morning. I think it'd be a nice view. So yeah, why not? It's just I'm on a very rocky area and it's hard to get the pegs in, but it isn't high winds. It's not going to be that high. I'm pretty sheltered with these rocks, but it is a straight drop down there. So it's best keep the head torch on. As I'll be bouncing all my way down to have a bath. I don't want to have a bath. It's a bit too far. Now I don't know if you can see me now because I'm in the dark. I'm just finishing off, just putting the glass guy ropes up for the air vents really. It's handy, this little tent, this Fjord Raven Abyssal light one, because it's such a small footprint. You can put it more or less anywhere, and I have done. It's basically in between these rocks in a rocky area, and it's there. And the airbed, the Exped Dura, is it 8? R8 or R7? It's very durable, very tough, bit of weight on it, but it balances any unevenness because I don't pump it fully up. I allow it to have a little bit of like air in it, but not too much, and then it covers all the sins of bumps and lumps, so I have a good night's sleep, and I think I'm definitely going to have a good night's sleep. The trouble with this torch is on very low at the moment. I mean, it would do 100,000 lumens, so it's very, very powerful, but then the fans go on and it gets hot. But the trouble is you see things, because I can see the banking there now because of that light, and that's only on I think 10,000 lumens at the moment, or even less. I don't want it to melt my tent. Exaggeration, it wouldn't melt my tent. It'd be great if it was able to do that. It'd be like a ray gun, wouldn't it? Alright, I'll put it on and show you. Here we go, as I've finished doing that. when I say it's powerful, it is powerful. I don't know if you can see. Alright, here we go. There we go, let's step it up. There you go. Now you can hear the fan. That's the banking I was seeing. Yeah, trouble is I don't think there's anyone around, but wow. I doubt if you can see it with the camcorder, but I'm seeing a lot here, and I'm sure any farmer looking out of his window is thinking, what the hell is that? But it is powerful. I can smell it getting hot. That's what the fans are working on. Don't know if you can hear the fans, but yeah, pretty cool. Great for search and rescue, I would imagine. Brilliant for that. I mean, look at it. You ain't going to miss anything, are you? I mean, let me go quite further away and see if it gives you a nice beam. So, I should best be careful there's no one else around. Don't upset anybody. But right, okay. So now, look at that. Because it's further away, it's giving a wider beam. But as you can see, we're on the edge. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. I mean, if I lift up the camcorder so it moves with the... So now, you'll see where I am. See how it basically bleaches out. So if we get nearer to the edge, whoa, you'll see, hey, it goes down. There you go. Yeah. So it's a great place. I've put the tent. You've seen any sheep or anything? Yeah, so yeah, a bit of fun. Whee! It goes on and on and on like Aeros. Doing. Right, enough playing. Well, good morning. It's still dark outside. I think it's around about 6:15 in the morning. I had a reasonable sleep, waking up a few times. It's a bit foggy. I must remember, there's a rock there, about 1.5 meters away from my tent. Another 2 meters past that, I must not go further, because if I do, I need to grow wings pretty quickly. Apart from that, we've made it through the night. So, gonna get up, have a nice hot drink, and decide what to do. It's not raining, and there's no massive gust of wind, so we've got to be happy with that. And hopefully, later on, we're going to have some beautiful views. There's my pitch for the night. And then we have our big rock. Bear in mind I did this in pitch dark. And then of course we have a big drop. You can't see it, or you might be able to see it just slightly, the upper Derwent Valley reservoirs. So it's an interesting way down. So it's quite interesting that the Mountain Rescue, they stated they did a rescue recently around here where a lad had actually said that he was lost, or made a phone call to his family he was lost, and there was no more communication. The Mountain Rescue came up and found out he had severe spinal injuries. He had to be taken to hospital. But it's a very good rule to keep to, and that is when you're lost and maybe you're in real thick fog and mist, it's really clagged out, you're not sure of the area, and you know you're high up especially, stop. Just stop. Set up your pitch and stop. It will clear. Not a lot's going to happen to you if you stop. It's when you don't stop and you decide to persevere, this can be very, very bad for you, and it really isn't worth the risk. So stop. Look at that for a moon. Yeah, not very steady by hand, huh? But yeah, it's getting lighter. So I'm going to make myself a nice cup of coffee, and then I'm going to start packing up, because as the light comes we should be packing up, and that's what we're going to do. As you can see, leave no trace. Everything's packed. I've checked around. Everything's tickety-boo. So it's time to wander back to my vehicle. I'm not in a rush. Take me time. I've done a bit of filming, done some inverse cloud filming. I don't know how it'll come out. I'm not used to doing that. Had a gentleman, he was actually over there, stood there for ages watching me. I don't know if he was filming me or watching me, I don't know. But I don't blame him. I'm a hunk of a man. I'm like a supermodel. I don't know why he was filming me, but in the end, what am I going to do? As long as it gives him pleasure. Bless his little heart.